This might be the first time you'll be seeing me read a script. From the previous episode, a strange voice guy has mentioned that the District Line has begun as the Metropolitan District Railway, making the inner circle, which the Metropolitan Railway at the time helped complete the Circle Line, which made the Circle Line as it is today. It was from 1883 to 1885, the Metropolitan District Railway ran from Mansion House to Windsor via Hazelton and Slough. Services stopped serving the stations from Ealing Broadway to Windsor, not making a profit. When Hammersmith was reached by the Metropolitan District Railway, branches formed for services to terminate at Richmond, Ealing Broadway, Wimbledon and Hounslow. Trains began serving Upminster in 1902. Charles Yerkins financed the requirement for electrification on the Metropolitan District Railway, which caused electric services in 1903 to operate between Ealing and South Harrow. The Metropolitan District Railway served stations from South Harrow to Uxbridge until the Piccadilly line reached the section in between from around the 1930s, plus reaching Hounslow before extending to Uxbridge, withdrawing services on the Metropolitan District Railway, including trains for the Hounslow branch. Bombing in 1940 destroyed the West London line, suspending services via Allison Road before renamed to Kensington Olympia. Then a decision was made to serve a shuttle service with trains on the Metropolitan District Railway to reach Olympia. There was a point in history when the Hammersmith and Seat Line caused District Line services to terminate at Mansion House, as trains called at Aldgate East, leaving passengers growing numbers at Tower Hill. To solve the overcrowding issue, Tower Hill Station got a rebuild, adding 3 platforms, one for trains to terminate and reverse there, which some trains do for services to Wimbledon. Now also a through platform for both eastbound and westbound services. The B stock served the Metropolitan District Railway for some time until the Q stock came into operation as part of the 1935 to 1940 New Works programme. The R stock also took over the line, but trains known as the COCP stock were transferred from the Metropolitan line in the 60s. The C stock came in, I don't like the C stock, but that came in to take over the District Line only from Edgware Road to Wimbledon, thank goodness for that, as they needed short trains to run the route, and introduced in the late 70s, my favourite tube stock, the D stock or D78 stock, took over most of the District Line stops until unfortunately the S stock or S7 stock took over the District Line, well, most or all of the District Line routes, including the branch to Wimbledon from Edgware Road to Wimbledon via High Street Kensington from around 2010s. The Metropolitan District Railway serves stations beyond Upminster, now served by the C2C, at the time before the C2C took over was going up to Southend and Shoeburyness, and that trains operate for the Metropolitan District Railway from 1910 to 1939. Maybe the C2C back then also had services go up there, which then was called, the C2C was originally the London Tilbury and Shoeburyness, or Southend, pretty sure Southend Railway. But yes, that's facts that we already know, or what we need to know about the District Line. I'm going to leave out the trains. I'm not going to talk about the trains. The stations on the District Line, there are 60 in total, which makes it the only tube line with the most stops. There are so many stations on the District Line, and I did mention the Tube Express. Maybe the District Line deserves an express line. If a plan for that did go for it, that might look completely crazy. I have to make the stations bigger. Some bits of the stations that people might love will disappear. The Victoria Line might have to be relocated. The National Rail might have to be pushed a bit further. The platforms have to be maybe shorter now at London Victoria, for example. The lines that go along with the C2C between Bow and Upminster will have to be relocated. That is what I mean, that kind of mental. Again, my favourite station on the District line now, not the Circle line, is Westminster Station. If you want to find out why, watch the Looking at the Circle video and you know why. One of the stations that's so unique compared to the other stations on the District line is Earl's Court. Mainly the fact that the old indicator machines are still working for such a long time, and they're still using it, and it makes a game that hasn't been named from the videos I've watched, including Jeff Marshall trying to ride every service that goes to Kensington Olympia. The one thing I haven't done on the District line is catch a service to Kensington Olympia. The blue indicator, the old machine, I call them old indicator machines at Earl's Court. They make a game that I would like to call the which leaves first game. So the indicator boards at Earl's Court station, they let the passengers know on both eastbound and westbound the first train that goes west and the first train that goes east. Now, trains going west, there are a few branches. So there's one that goes to Kensington Olympia, and there's one that stays on one branch, and then they split off after turning green to Richmond, Ealing, Broadway branch. The Hammersmith branch is the right branch at Earl's Court, and then there's the Wimbledon via West Brompton. On the east side, there's only two branches. So there's one that goes to Edinburgh Road via High Street, Kensington and Paddington, and there's one that goes towards Barking and Upminster. What passengers, I think passengers still do, but I don't, in my visit of going to Earl's Court Station to do train observation videos, I don't notice every passenger that looks at the indicator boards and see when the first train going east leaves, and same going west. They look at so for example, an eastbound train, I'll give you a scenario now, an eastbound train comes at an eastbound platform. There's two platforms for eastbound and there's two for westbound. Most trains that serve Earl's Court go towards Upminster. Okay, yes, back to the scenario. Eastbound train arrives. Passengers only have that one eastbound train. They get on it. Another eastbound train arrives. What they do, they check where the destination is set to go for the train. And if they hear an announcement on the train they're on, or they can hear it from the other train, let's give another scenario. Same scenario, but a twist. It's an Edinburgh Road train that comes opposite an Upminster service. That Edinburgh Road service becomes an Upminster service. The driver announces the passengers on that train that now the train is going to Upminster. The passengers who hear it from the train that they're on, the first Upminster train that came on, that they got on, they hear it. They will go on the other Upminster train, and the driver says this train will leave first in approximately 20 seconds. They'll run on it, and that's how they play the game. There's also, there might be times where I've missed where they go on the train and then the train becomes another scenario with no twist. The Upminster service that they got on ahead that became the Upminster service from being an Edinburgh Road service that came from Wimbledon. The driver then announces that I've been informed that I have to run this train to Edinburgh Road. The passengers on the train will have to go on the one that they just got on first. That's how to play the game. It's when I said early in the video that I would talk about, I was not going to talk about trains. I would like to talk about the trains. I think the D-Stock made the district line the district line. There are other trains that did make it. I think they don't make the district line. Something I feel like the district line, the D stock, D7, 8 stock, is the pure soul that the district line needed. I know. There are passengers who said the trains are slow, but to me, I feel like that was the district line's pure soul that is lost and has to deal with this not C stock, not my favorite tube stock, S stock. This round probably loves it. I have my love for the S stock, but the D stock I love even more. My favorite section on the, I was going to say D stock, on the district line, trains past Aldgate. It was better on the D stock, haven't done it much on the S stock. Right now on the September 2024 tube map, there are now four. The 2 out of the 4 is the district line. There's one that has the green with the white squares that represents the shuttle service from Earl's Court to Kensington, Olympia. Is there another one? No, it's just that one. And then there's the district line, which is the other one. This is the green line. And we have the suffragette line, which is dark lime green. And then you have the London Tram's light lime green. There's now 4 green lines on the tube map. I was thinking the district line should be brownish red, but that will probably look similar to the central lines. I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Subscribe if you want to see more videos and turn on post notifications so you don't miss a video from myself. Happy travels.
Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so.
This might be the central line. I believe it is. Has to be. That's the Elizabeth line. I don't know the other. Oh, is this the S? No, that's not S stock. What is it? This is. I don't know.